Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday, June 12th. Rochelle here. I thank you for tuning in to my cooking channel again. I really appreciate your support. Today I am cooking my absolute favorite dish. I wanted to bring this to you guys a while ago, but I said, well, let me take my time. And so this will be my 20th video that I've brought you in 2 months. So I'm very excited. So I thought, what better to do than actually cook something that is my absolute favorite. So today I'm going to be cooking some Nigerian red stew or party stew or whatever you want to call it. I will put a little bit of spinach in there, but it doesn't constitute that as being a vegetable stew. I have some different meats. I'm going to do cow foot, cow skin, and I don't know the actual Nigerian verbiage for these meats, but that's what I'm cooking. I got some beef neck bone, I got some goat meat, and some turkey. And so I'm going to be doing that for you today. And why I have you, because this is going to be a long day for me because it takes time to cook this stew, okay? And I really like my meat tender. So let me just go ahead and show you my ingredients thus far. And then I'm going to start preparing them for you in stages, so you'll see a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to boil my meat for about 5 to 7 minutes and then pour that first water off. And then I'll go ahead and add some ground up onion, ginger, and garlic in there that I've already pureed up. So I'm going to put that over there and maybe some seasoning cubes and let that, and some other spices, and let that start cooking. During that cooking process of the meat, I'm going to go ahead and do the stew, which consists of tomatoes, red peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers, thyme, stuff like that. But you'll see as I go along. But the first thing I want to do is I just want to show you everything. And so let me go ahead and turn this camera around a little bit and show you. This is the pot I'm going to be cooking it in. And so here's my spices that I'm going to eventually be using. I got some black pepper, I got some paprika, I have some complete seasoning, I have garlic powder, I have onion powder, I have some Maggi cubes, I have 2, I have some Sazon, I have some curry powder, I have some adobo, and I have some cloves. So that's what I'm going to be putting in the meat after the first boil. So here's the meat. I have goat and beef neck bones in here. Okay? I have some turkey wings. It's like 4 wings split. In here I have cow foot, and I've cleaned and scraped. I've cleaned all the meat already. I washed the beef and turkey in vinegar, white vinegar, and then the cow foot and the cow skin, see how clean that is? I scraped the cow foot and scraped the cow skin down, and I also soaked and washed it in white vinegar. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put in the cow foot and the cow skin, and then on top of that, put this over here. On top of that, I'm going to put the beef, because I'm going to eventually remove the beef out of here and then fry it in the goat and fry it a little bit, and the turkey is going to go on top of that. So I'm not going to cook them as long as I'm cooking the cow foot, and so that's why I'm putting this stuff on top, so it'll be easy for me to get it out, and then the turkey on top of that. Okay, I'm going to add some water to that pan, and I'm not putting any seasoning in there because I just want to do a first boil on this to get some of the gook that we don't want to eat off of this meat, and then I will drain it, put some clean water in here, and then I will start it. Once I do that, that's when I'll put my spices and my onions and everything in there. In the meantime, I'm going to fry my stew, so I have some really big, nice red peppers in here. I have lots of tomatoes. The parsley and the thyme came out of my garden, so I have that, and I'm going to be using this. I have some green onions. I have a couple of Scotch bonnets. I have white onion, red onion, and then lots and lots of tomatoes. And all of the tomatoes I'm using came out of my garden. I finally can use some of my tomatoes. So I'm very happy I can use some of my tomatoes that came out of my garden. So I am so happy. And I'm growing different types of tomatoes, but they all came out of my garden. And I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to be using those. I also have some tomato paste that I'm going to use when I fry the actual tomatoes or the sauce itself. I'm going to fry that. I have some, wait a minute. I have some Nigerian palm oil that I'm going to be frying it in. And I'm going to use some of this and maybe a little grapeseed oil. And I have tomato paste somewhere around here. I have a can of tomato paste that I'm also going to be frying in with the these things that I'm going to cut up. So stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get a pot of water on with this meat, and then once I pour the first water off, I'm going to let it boil maybe 5 to 7 minutes. Once I pour that first water off, then I'll come back and then you'll see how I actually season all of this and prep it to actually start cooking. And then every stage that I'm going to be doing something, I'll come back and show you what it is that I'm doing. So stay tuned, and thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Okay guys, I'm back. I did the first boil, and here's what the meat looks like right now. Get a little closer. Sorry about that guys, my battery died on me, but I have a new fresh one in there. So this is what the meat looks like. It's all ready to go back on the stove, and I'm going to go ahead and now I did grind up one onion, large onion, some ginger, and some garlic. Let's put that on top. Let's get that in there. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put in some Maggi cube. Go ahead and put in 2 of these. Then put in a little bit of cloves. Some curry powder. A little black pepper. Paprika, some complete seasoning, some garlic powder. Onion powder. Some sazon. And a little Goya. To this, I'm also going to add some thyme. Thyme in there. I'm going to cut up a couple of these onions. Cut up a little parsley in there too. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this back on the stove. Not going to add any water yet because, you know, meat always produces its own liquid. And I'm going to let it simmer in that a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and add some water to this. So let me take you over to the stove. Okay, we're at the stove. And you see my pot is on. I'm going to go ahead and cover that. Let it cook for maybe about 5 minutes and start producing its own water before I add water. And now I'm going to take you over to the food processor so that we can start creating the actual sauce for the stew. Be right back. Okay, here we go. We're at the food processor. So we'll start. I'm going to add the sauce to this as I fill this up. So we're going to actually start with some tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. I have lots of tomatoes. All fresh tomatoes, just picked yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Some was picked the day before in preparation to this, but I went out yesterday and I was able to pick a few more. So I picked a few yesterday. I picked some more this morning, but I'm not using those. Let's go ahead and get this started. Beautiful. Let's get this poured in here, and we're going to keep adding to this. Have some green peppers, lots of tomatoes. I have 3 big, not green peppers, I'm sorry, red peppers. I have 3 big red peppers to cut up as well. And we're going to be frying this, so some more tomatoes. We're going to get it all in, that's for sure. Get this poured in. Start another batch. More tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. A couple of green red peppers. I don't know why I want to keep saying green peppers. more red peppers, a few more tomatoes. I have 2 Scotch bonnets. Some red onion. I'm going to put the rest, I'm going to slice the rest of these onions up when I actually start frying the sauce. That'll do it. Ooh, I can smell them peppers. To the stove, stir up this meat right quick. I'm gonna take you with me. Ooh. Let's go over here to the stove right quick. There you go. Get this stir it in. It's making its own water very nicely. So let's add a little bit. This is going to cook for quite some time. So I want to make sure I have enough water in here. That was 4 cups of water I just put in. I'm going to put in probably 4 more. Yeah, 1 more of these 2-cup waters. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be good. Just so I can have some a little spice in here, let me put a little bit of this Scotch bonnet in there. I wanted to cook with some spice too. Ooh. Ooh. That's strong. Let me show you what this looks like in the pot. In the pot. See that? Okay, so we have our stew ground up. I'm not ready to cook this yet, so I'm not gonna cook it yet. And I'm gonna let the meat cook, and I'll check it in an hour. After an hour, I'm gonna come in here and take out the beef, the goat, and the turkey wings, and then fry them to a golden brown, while the cow leg, cow foot, and skin are still cooking. So we'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back. Just wanted to show you where we are now. I've taken the turkey and the beef and the goat out. I'm going to stick these in my air fryer until they brown. You can also fry them in some oil, or you can put them in the oven just so they can brown, and then we're going to add them to the stew. Once I get these in the air fryer, I'm going to come back and we're going to go ahead and fry our tomato. And so I just wanted to show you where we are so far in the process of getting this done. It's cooking nicely. It smells so good. I wish you could just smell what's going on in this house. Woo. It smells so good. I just want to brown this meat, which is what I'm getting ready to do. And then the cow foot and the cow skin is still cooking. And so I'm going to go ahead and take these and put these in my Ninja air fryer. And then we'll be back shortly to go ahead and start frying the tomatoes. Okay, be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I got our palm oil on. And we're going to throw in some red onion and white onion. Add tomato paste to this. I'm going to use the whole 6-ounce can. Now you want to cook this tomato paste for about 10 minutes so it won't be bitter. You want to fry it for about 10 minutes. And then we'll add the tomato sauce in that I blended up in the red peppers that I blended up in the food processor. Alright, if I have any of my Nigerian sisters out there, tell me how I'm doing. Let me know in the comments section. How am I doing so far? I've been cooking it for years, so I've been loving it the way I've been cooking it. So if I'm cooking it wrong, let me know. Because this is my favorite dish. I can eat this every day. It's just that my husband doesn't eat red meat, so I can't cook it every day. But I'm cooking it enough for myself, and I'm going to put it in containers, small containers, and put it in my deep freezer. So when I want some, I'll have some. My husband will eat a little bit, probably tonight, and then he won't eat anymore. Because he really doesn't eat red meat at all. Now you can also add other types of meat in here. You can add fish in here. You know, some dry fish. Or you can kind of lay the fish on top of your meat and let it simmer for a while, and then put it in the air fryer and let it brown. You can use mackerel. You can use any kind of fish you want. I see people use tilapia, snapper, all kinds of fish. Whatever fish you like. Let that fry just a few more seconds. Then we're going to add our tomato sauce and we're going to let it fry. Okay, let's go ahead and start adding this in. There you go. You can also, I just ground up my tomatoes whole, but if you want to, you can put your tomatoes and your red peppers in a pan and let them start cooking to get rid of some of the water. But since I'm in no rush with this, I can go ahead and just let this cook, and it'll start evaporating the water in here. There's all different kinds of ways you can prepare this. Okay, I'm going to add a lid to this. Maybe like that, because I wanted the liquid to start evaporating. Let it start cooking. And then I'll come back. Show you next steps. Alright, stay tuned. Okay guys, I wanted to come back and show you where we were. You should stir your sauce every few minutes. I've finished browning up my meat. My meat is browned up, and so that's ready. The cow foot and skin is still cooking. I'm going to let this continue to cook and reduce down. You can see it has already reduced quite a bit, but I wanted to reduce a little bit more, and so I just wanted to come back and stir it with you because I don't want it to stick. Well, it probably won't stick in this pan anyway. This is a really good pan. It doesn't really stick, but better to be safe than sorry. And so we're going to let that continue to cook. When I come back, I'll be ready to take this meat out. I'm going to be draining this meat because I'm going to use that broth, but I'm going to put this sauce into this pot with all of the meat, and then start it to cooking again, and then I'll add the broth back. So stay tuned, and I will be back with you soon. Okay guys, I'm back. I went on taking my meat out, and I've drained the broth out, and I'll pour that back in shortly. But I wanted to go ahead and start getting this sauce into the pan. But I'm going to take it slowly because I don't want to get burned. Then I'll put the meat back in there, and then I'll add the broth back. The broth is about 4.5 cups of broth that was produced from this. I'll take out a couple more, then I'll pour the rest in. The broth is so flavorful, I don't think I'm going to need to add any more spices in this. Okay. added my meat back in. Let me get some tongs. Go. It's back on low. Add all the meat back in, minus the thyme sprigs. Don't need those back in no more. Now, I'm going to wash a little bit of spinach because I like a little spinach in here. And so, while this is still cooking, I got some spinach I'm going to wash. I'm making a mess. Removing the thyme sprigs. Don't need that back in there. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Putting the meat back in the sauce. Maybe a little away from me. Splashing myself. Let me bring this broth back over. Wow. Whew. You gotta see this. I gotta bring you over here. Look at this. And this is going to simmer until it's done. Probably another hour. Probably another hour. This will cook on low. And I'm going to go and clean up my mess because I've made a big mess. And when I come back, this will be done. Now, you can pair this with white rice or fufu. I'm going to make me some fufu later when it get close to dinner time. My husband will eat white rice, and I already have some white rice. And so that's how I'm going to eat it today. I'm going to make me just one serving of fufu because I'm going to be putting this in the freezer in individual containers for myself for later on when I want some. I won't put any of this in the refrigerator because I'm pretty sure I won't eat it tomorrow. And I have plenty of food in the refrigerator, cooked food to eat, but I just wanted this so badly that I just had to make it for you guys because this is my favorite dish and I always pair it with fufu, always, for myself. My husband has had it a couple times with fufu, but his preference would be with white rice. And the only thing he's going to eat out here is the turkey. He'll eat the turkey meat. So, we'll be back. Okay guys, we're back. It's been a long day, but we finished it up. And I wanted you to take a look at this. This is absolutely scrumptious, deliciosos. And that is a neck bone. That's a piece of goat. That's a piece of cow skin. Here is a cow foot. And it is so good. Look at this sauce. It's almost velvety. It turned out really wonderful. Let me see. Let me pull this up to me. Look at this. Now it's still hot, but I'm gonna taste it. I've been waiting. Oh my God. This with some fufu, with some or white rice or jollof rice is absolutely the perfect meal. I was gonna cut some spinach up in it, but I changed my mind because this red stew is so freaking flavorful and so good. I didn't want to touch it. I didn't even want to touch it. I just wanted to leave it the way it is. And when I get ready to eat, I'll make me one serving of fufu, or I'll make some white rice for me and my husband. And we're going to enjoy this for dinner this evening. But I wanted to come back and share this with you. This is absolutely a beautiful thing. And I can't wait to sit down and enjoy this. This is really a wonderful recipe. I hope you like it. I hope you share this recipe with your friends and family. Please, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you really like this. Now this is one of those dishes that you can put your own twist to it, and it's still gonna come out perfect. You can use the spices that you want, and it's still gonna come out perfect. Now, I started cooking this at about, let me say 10:30 this morning. It's 5:13 now, because you cook it in stages, and it just turned out perfect. So I wanted to thank you guys for joining me again on this journey and following this wonderful recipe. And if you want to try this recipe, go ahead and try it. Come back, let me know how it worked out for you. But I tell you, it's foolproof. You can't go wrong. You can add things, you can take away things, you can use the meat you want, you can add fish to it. You can do whatever you want. This is a basic red stew, a Nigerian red stew, and you can do so many things with it. You can add okra to it, which I love. You can add veggies to it, like callaloo or spinach or collard greens, and just let it ride in there and just let it cook. You can do a lot to this and with this. So enjoy it, because I'm going to enjoy it. So I want you guys to try it and enjoy it, and let me know what you think about it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow to 500. Help me get there. All right, thank you guys for being with me all this day. I really appreciate your time, and you guys have a blessed evening. Talk to you soon. Bye.